on the airplane when I was coming home from this vacation, and I woke up just as the plane was starting to land. And because it had been a very long trip and I crossed several time zones and it had been only disturbed sleep, I was totally confused when I woke up. I couldn't remember where I had been, couldn't remember where I was going, and in that very first instant of waking up, I really wasn't even sure who I was. I was really confused. And a couple of you are now looking at me like you think that I am totally crazy. And just to let you know that I'm not quite that bad, I'll tell you that as soon as I was wide awake, after a few seconds, I remembered who I was, where I was going, where I'd been. I was fine. But I was really fascinated by that moment of just being totally confused and totally disoriented. And one of the things that I do as an author is that anytime there's something that really fascinates me, I kind of automatically think, well, could I put that in a book? And so I started thinking about the fact that as an adult, anytime I'm on an airplane, I have to have some form of identification with me. Passport, driver's license, something like that. So even if I'd stayed confused, even if I didn't have my family with me, somebody would have said, okay, let's look at her ID, we know who she is. But I was thinking about the fact that kids do not have to have ID with them when they travel on airplanes. And so I started thinking that maybe there could be a kid or even a whole group of kids who were lost and disoriented and confused on an airplane. And if there weren't adults with them who knew who they were, how would anybody know? And as the more I thought about this idea, the more it kind of changed and evolved, as ideas often do. And pretty soon, I wasn't just thinking about a kid or a group of kids being lost and disoriented and confused on an airplane. I was thinking about a bunch of babies mysteriously showing up on an airplane and nobody knowing who they were, where they're supposed to be, or where they were going.